All right, it is Bossman Q with Boss Life Radio down here at the Hill Aircraft out here in Atlanta. We got my man
Cody.
Cody. He was our pilot today. Hey Cody, I have a couple questions for you, man.
Sure.
One thing for sure, what inspired you to be a pilot?
What inspired me was medevac helicopters. I grew up in a small town, and I lived right across the street from a small hospital. And anytime something major happened in that city, which was quite often, they medevaced people out. And I thought it was the coolest thing to see those medevac helicopters. And I knew from an early age that was what I wanted to do, basically for the rest of my life. So I started my pilot license in 2009. And then from there, I went to the instrument rating. From there, I went to the commercial rating. And then I got a 4-year undergrad in aviation as well.
Ooh. Have you done any other flying besides the helicopters?
Negative. I've only done helicopter flying. Not really interested in airplanes. Everything is just helicopters for me.
No? Why not?
I think airplanes are a little boring. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah,
Helicopters, you can do so much more, and I just love the feel of a helicopter.
I agree.
It's two different experiences. Some like helicopters and airplanes. Some like only airplanes. It's kind of whatever feels right for you. So helicopters are for me.
And you know something, at this point, after taking that helicopter ride, I think I actually like helicopters more than like airplanes. If they had like a huge helicopter to do transport, like transportation from this state to that state, I think I would do that.
Yeah.
This was just so smooth, especially the turns. Like, you did your thing out there, man.
Yeah, and things are more accessible to you in a helicopter than you would be in an airplane.
Right.
You know, you can pretty much land anywhere in a helicopter.
Yeah.
You don't need a runway. And our minimums in terms of weather and airspace requirements are different than airplanes. So we can get places where airplanes can't. In some cases. Not all cases, but some.
Probably majority of cases, because
Yeah, because we can stop in midair.
Exactly.
We don't need a runway. You know, things are different for helicopter guys than they are airplane guys. Now, if you need to get somewhere long distance, obviously an airplane's more efficient. But in terms of just flying, I think helicopter is the way to go. Plus, it's always nice to make an appearance.
Yeah, oh man, I love it. Yeah, because I've been playing GTA for a long time, and I always wondered like what it would feel like to be in a helicopter, pull up. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, that was a great experience. How long have you been doing it?
So I started in 2009. I've been here at Atlanta Helicopters for about 3 years now. So
okay.
Pretty cool, right?
Yes, man. Like, how? Besides that, how many times a day do you fly? That's what I'm gonna say.
Kind of depends on really the day. We tend to be busier in the summer because everybody's out of school or, family vacations. So I can fly anywhere from 6 flights a day to 11 to 12 flights a day. It really kind of depends. We have flights both out of Fulton County Airport and Peachtree DeKalb Airport. And the last couple of months I've been primarily out of Peachtree DeKalb, but I pretty much go wherever they schedule me. We got 5 helicopters, and we try to keep them as busy as possible. Of course, the weather kind of depicts on what we can and cannot do. Case in point today, but yeah, the daily flights. A lot of our call-ins are same day.
Same day.
So I may look at Tuesday and say, oh, there's only 2 flights, but then I show up Tuesday and I have 8 flights. So you just got to be really prepared for anything.
Right.
And those flights can be tour flights. They could be, charter flights. It's really kind of depending on the customer and what their needs are.
What their needs are. Right.
Yeah.
And you love doing this, like.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. Now weather's not fun because I literally, if I'm not flying, I'm refreshing my phone on the weather. I'm looking at it like a hawk because it's dependent on the flights that I do, whether we have to reschedule, cancel, if we can go.
Right.
So if I'm not flying, I'm trying to play quote-unquote weatherman.
Weatherman.
To see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like today.
Especially today.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the weather was pretty crazy.
Right.
It was on and off all day.
We got the effects of that Hurricane Delta. It's kind of that outer band that's kind of pushing through the lower layer clouds and the precipitation. So.
Oh, yeah, man. Forget about the hurricane, man.
Yeah.
Bad
But good news, this week's going to be good, so...
as soon as it passes.
Yeah. We should be good.
Hopefully.
Fingers
next
crossed.
thing you know, next thing, something else might come through.
I hope not, but
Yeah, hopefully
prepared
not.
for it,
right?
right, yeah.
Besides that, my last question for you is, what are your hobbies outside of here besides being a pilot?
I literally work every day. So in terms of outside of this, I would be with friends and drinking bourbon. That's pretty much it. Because
Bourbon style.
I try to fly every single day. And I'm not a workaholic per se, but I love what I do, so it doesn't really seem like a job to me. And so if I'm not able to fly because of weather, or if we don't have flights, then I definitely like to hang out with my friends and catch up. And they'd like to see me at some point because I'm always here.
Always work, yeah. Oh my God, I definitely know how it is because my friends be reaching out to me. Hey man, when you coming out?
Right.
I'm trying to. Maybe next time. I got
Right.
you. Let me get right, but I definitely understand that, man.
Yeah, I mean, if the helicopters get real busy, then I'm here. But like the winter time is when we kind of slow down. But it's really hit and miss with the schedule of the helicopter because, especially with COVID, now that everything's kind of canceled, people are kind of thinking outside the box as to what they can do.
Right.
And we've got a lot of our customers because of COVID, because there's nothing else to do. You know what I mean? So probably about 95% of our people have been first timers. So that's why it's always important for it to be a nice day, because you don't want them to go up in a turbulent, rainy, misty. They're going to remember that as their first time, and they may or may not come back.
Yep.
So that's why it's my call to see if it's going to be good to fly and smooth. Because, I don't want to clean up vomit in a helicopter.
Yeah, that would be pretty
sick.
horrible.
Yeah, so there's a lot of decision making prior to a flight.
Right.
So,
Especially, oof.
Yeah, it's a small helicopter.
Yeah, but other than that, man, how can people contact you or reach out to you? Do you have any?
Yeah, so I have an Instagram, which is HeliPilot Cody. And you can totally direct message me on there. I'm on there 24/7. And I encourage people who come out and take a helicopter ride to tag me or tag Atlanta Helicopters. That way they can tag me. It only helps everyone, pretty much. But yeah, if you want to get a hold of me, if you're interested in flight training, if you're interested in taking a tour, you can always go to atlheli.com, or you can reach out to me, HeliPilot Cody, on Instagram.
Definitely. I hope you guys heard that. And I'll definitely be reaching out for pilot classes because I want a helicopter in the future for myself.
Yeah, I encourage you on what we call discovery flight. So you can go up and we give you 30 minutes of ground, 30 minutes of flight time, and you actually get to take controls of the helicopter.
Oh, you guys hearing it now. Oh my gosh. Listen, you know what? We're gonna stop that right there. Listen, thank you for your time, Cody. Have a good one.
I appreciate
Stay safe.
All right, man.
And stay blessed.
All right, man.
All right.